In Destiny 2, there are thousands of different weapons, along with hundreds of perks that can roll on those weapons. So in today's video, we'll be going over how perks work, what perks to look out for, and which ones to avoid. Keep in mind that this video is subject to change and Bungie may add more perks in the future. With that all said, let's go over how perks work. Perks are these nodes seen on a weapon that, for better or worse, can fundamentally change how a weapon functions. Only rare and legendary weapons can roll with perks. Blue, or rare type weapons, only have one perk, and can only be rolled with that one perk, meaning it's static. Legendary or purple type weapons can roll with multiple random perks, with some even having an entire column of ones to choose from. Now that we know what they are and how they work, how can we distinguish between a good perk and a trash one? Just basing off of a PvE perspective, a good rule of thumb to figure out the best perks is to see if it can increase your damage or if it adds to a build. Things like Eddy Current, well yes, it has a modest boost to reloading, also comes with the unpractical activation cost of having to sprint or be amplified to even gain that reload boost. When we compare it to perks such as Frenzy, it's clear which one is the better perk to use. Frenzy has both a lower activation cost with it only needing you to be in combat, and a better payout with it giving extra damage handling and reload. Some perks can also synergize with each other. While these are rare combinations on weapons, it's not bad to learn how some of these perks can work with each other given the right role. Let's take a look at Grave Robber. By itself, it may seem that it's just a useless reloading perk with a demand for melee kills or damage, but when we combine it with a perk like 1-2 Punch, which increases our melee damage, then we can see the synergies in how one perk can feed into another. Some perks can work with builds using the verbs of subclasses, which can activate abilities and even some aspects. Incandescent, destabilizing rounds, and War Shot are just some of the perks that many players will agree are great on whatever gun it rolls on, which leads me to my next point. Obviously, it will take forever to manually grind every possible roll and combination on a weapon, so most players will resort to third-party websites like Light.gg to figure out a weapon's perk pool. To use the website, first type in the bar which weapon you want to know the perk pool of. I'll go with the Recluse. If it's a reprised weapon, it will usually always be the first result. Then click on the weapon and scroll down to see its different perks and what the community deems as the god roll. Light.gg also has a numerical explanation of perks showing things such as damage percentage increase or stat boost. Remember, there are a ton of different combinations weapons can roll with, and some perks can shine on specific weapons more than others. It's up to you to see which weapon perk works best for your builds. I hope that this video can guide some of you new players into figuring out what works best and which perk is right for your builds. In another video, I'll go over some of the best weapons every new player should have. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.